we played multiple times before that, and he's a really good guy, really nice guy, good player. I like Ruben's nickname for him when he did the newsing. He said Chihoy Yim or tasty side dish when he was giving our little rundown. I thought that was pretty funny. So, but he's a great guy. Adam, of course, him and I were the wizard guys, the Mono Blue wizard guys for a while. So, all right, we'll see who wins this Clash of the Titans here.
What's that sitting over there to the side? A sideboard?
That is looks like a Nicol Bolas creature.
It does look like a Nicol Bolas. I don't know why that's sitting there.
It's
just like for good luck.
Avatar.
It's his avatar, all right. Avacyn's Pilgrim from Adam Prosak. After a turn 2 Farseek from Chihoy Yim, I believe.
And Chihoy's playing Jund, classic Jund mid-range, which I think is in the top tier decks as well. It's got a powerful card that you see there, Ratchet's Return, which is just the control killer. I haven't seen a card like that since Gaddock Teague that just shuts decks down. I mean, it is just one of those where you just get obliterated by one card.
Oh, somebody opened that in the Gold Rush from GP Charlotte. Adam opened his Gold Rush card. It was it was Nicol Bolas, so that's why it's his avatar. All right. So Chihoy Yim has a Vampire Nighthawk, and Adam adds an Avacyn's Pilgrim. So he's got 2 of those. Passes back to Chihoy Yim.
I opened a foil cremate.
Yeah,
that's standard legal.
That's right. And Nighthawk gets in.
Life linking up. Nighthawk's one of those interesting cards that are good against control and aggro. Obviously good against control for it being evasion and cheap. Good against aggro because of the death touch and cheap and lifelink as well. So they're very, very versatile cards.
Thragtusk comes down to join the Nighthawk.
If Adam gets Rakdos here after playing maybe a Thragtusk, I think he's going to be in a world of hurt. That should be for the remainder of his cards.
Well, he's got a Garruk. Oh, no, he doesn't. That's a Thragtusk. I thought I saw a Garruk in his
Garruk would have been would have got blown out even worse due to the Rakdos return. So let's see. I think this is for all of his cards if he plays a land here. Yep. If he has a land, it would be for all, and there it is. This will be all of his cards. This is why this card should be banned. Ban it now. I hate this card. I loathe it.
So Nighthawk and Thragtusk coming over into the red zone. Adam decides he's not going to block. Takes all 7.
And he's going to be wishing he blocked here. I'm sad for him. No.
Adam knew it was coming. I think his cards hit the bin before the Rakdos return did.
Just toss it in there. He's reading Prime Speaker, I think.
Yeah, right? Prime Speaker Zagana was there.
Wait, what does that do?
Temple Garden from Adam. Draws a Temple Garden, plays Temple Garden tapped after swinging in with a couple of Avacyn's Pilgrims.
And Adam does what I do, put his hands in his pockets after his hand is gone. When you're a control player, you feel like you're a powerless mage when you have no spells that you're in your spell book. So. All right, let's say
Thragtusk and Thragtusk trade.
Here comes Olivia Volderen. I do not think he's going to play the other card in his hand, the Thragtusk. Olivia here shoots his Pilgrim, gets bigger. It's going to become a super problematic card.
There's a Brad Nelson Beast token.
Can't see what's written on it.
I will avenge you, my brother. Is that what that says?
I think we play Olivia. I don't think we Farseek here.
There's Olivia, and I believe just pings away one of the Pilgrims. And Adam scoops him up. So we did get to see Prime Speaker Zagana that game.
Right in the graveyard.
It was just dropped into the bin. Adam Prosak down a game here versus Chihoy Yim. But these are 2 different decks than the ones we saw in round 1. Jund versus Prime Speaker Bant.
If I were to play a non-blue deck, I would play Jund due to it's having all the expensive fun cards that I love to see.
It still feels like a control deck.
It has some elements of it, but this is the classic definition of mid-range. It's got a lot of creatures. It's all on the 4 mana area. -1 for Vampire, +1 for Thragtusk. It depends on Farseek, which puts into a mid-range kind of definition there. But it does, I mean, like we talked about, a lot of decks can be considered control or aggro, and we used to call them aggro control, but that term's out the window. Now we're mid-range.
Yeah.
People don't like to be called aggro control. They want to have their own category here.
Yeah, I mean, looking at you know, if you ignore the creatures and look at the spells, you've got 2 Tragic Slip, 2 Dreadbore, 2 Abrupt Decay, 3 Liliana, a Sever the Bloodline, 2 Rakdos Return, 2 Bonfire, 1 Murder. Those sound like you could play. That could be Grixis control. Besides the Abrupt Decay.
And Garrick, yeah, definitely, I agree.
It sounds like you know, you could, if you put blue instead of green, you'd be playing a lot of those same cards as your control elements.
I just saw another nasty one of in the sideboard here. We got 1 Vraska the Unseen, another 1 Underworld Connections.
Another Rakdos.
This deck is the worst matchup for Esper control. For Adam, he's hurting here because in his sideboard he's got 1 negate, and it's hard to depend on 1 negate for that Ratchet's Return. And Syncopate is much worse against that card than negate is, I think, because a lot of times you'll have hands where you have a Syncopate in your hand and you have a Garrick. What do? You tap out, you play your Garrick, right?
Right.
And with negate, you wait till you get to Garrick to open negate. I think in that scenario, and play like something else in that case. I think Syncopate's much harder to set up than negate is. So what do you think he's sideboarding in? I think he's going to bring in the counter magic he has too. I think.
Yeah, I think so. He's got a couple of Syncopates, as you mentioned. 1 negate. That's all the counter magic he has. Other than that, maybe the Oblivion Rings. That's his only removal. Besides, he's got a pair of Fiend Hunters.
For Garrick, that's his only way to get rid of Garrick as well. This matchup looks like a nightmare for Adam, actually, just looking it over. I think Adam's powerful card, Garrick Primal Hunter, is counteracted by the fact that Chihoi also plays Garrick Primal Hunter. Also, there's no better answer to Garrick than untapping and Rakdos returning him. And he ups it to 3 Rakdos return after board, and he has Vraska to eat Garrick as well. I just think this is a very, very tough matchup.
Yeah, I was watching Reed Duke. He was, he didn't stream it. It was for his article, playing Jund, and I'm pretty sure it was very close to this list. But it's such a powerful deck. It just has so many powerful cards. You know, the only thing that feels like it's missing is card draw, but you even have that in Garrick. It's expensive card draw.
Garrick is definitely a good card draw. It's hard to lose after minusing it. We got some openers here. I see Ratchet return again.
Libasol.
I don't see a lot of land. I see 2 land on this side.
Absence Pilgrim from Adam will turn 1.
Oh, we have a Farseek. That made that hand much better. Because he kept a 2-lander.
He did, and he's going to be able to Farseek next turn. So locks it on Smiter from Adam's going to
all right, well,
get some aggro
he has to
on.
Farseek here.
And there it is. Dragon Skull Summit into Farseek.
He does have Dreadbore, which might have been okay. I think maybe I would actually Dreadbore here. My reasoning is if you don't draw the 4th land here, which is very likely, your acceleration did nothing for you that turn, and the Dreadbore would save you from taking just a ton of damage. And now with the Resto Angel open, Dreadbore will not do anything. Well, he's not past the turn.
Another Smiter from Adam and another Absence Pilgrim. So it's doubling season on Adam's side.
If Chihoi doesn't draw a land here, he is in deep trouble. So we'll see.
All right, Chihoi draws his card. We don't see it. It's not land. It's Sever the Bloodline. And
that's a killer. I think in this case, you have to Bonfire for 1 here.
And that's what he's going to do. Bonfire for 1 takes out the double Absence Pilgrims.
And then pray to draw a land.
Yeah, Adam's got Chihoyam on a two-turn clock at the moment. Knocks him down to 8. Threatening lethal next turn. Plays a land. Passes back. If Chihoyam doesn't have a land, he has a Liliana.
We survive here. So Liliana, the minus ability, of course. See if he has a Resto Angel. No. I think he has a bunch of land in his hand.
Yeah, so Adam here...
I see Cavern of Souls. I see another land. I don't know what the last card is.
So if Adam attacks with a Smiter into
I think he has to attack Chihoi.
Yeah.
He's not even an option.
Yeah, and that's what he does. Liliana just threatening to make him discard next turn, but we know Dreadbore...
Oh, he has an Oblivion in his hand.
Oh, well, that's another reason not to be so afraid of Liliana.
Oh, he drew the murder. He drew the
Wow,
murder.
So Chi-Ho-Yim is showing you exactly what I was talking about. This, you know, so much removal in this deck. It's kind of like a control deck. He's certainly on the control role at this point. He's got Dreadbore and Murder. He doesn't have his 4th land drop, but
I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, he might be getting right back into this. There's Liliana activation, which what did Adam just discard?
Land. Oh no, what is that? Angel Serenity?
Looks like an Angel of Serenity, yeah. And then Chi-Ho-Yim, I'm sorry, discarded Bonfire and passes back after murdering Loxodon Spider. And Oblivion Ring from Adam takes out the Liliana, and Adam is empty-handed.
Oh man, Chi-Ho-Yim, he needs Chi-Ho to miss land drops.
But he also needs a threat. Yeah, and there's a Prime Speaker Zagana. That's
ever powerful Prime Speaker.
Yeah, one of the less impressive versions of a Prime Speaker Zagana, but
I think if he doesn't draw a land here, this is going to be pertinent.
He draws Liliana.
Liliana. This is a fun game. It's kind of like, what's the second best draw we can have game, right?
Yeah.
Not a land, a removal
He still does
spell.
have Dreadbore as well to protect him from the Prime Speaker, but he does have that. The Liliana is what he's going to play here.
Much better.
Makes
here
a lot
in
more
this
sense.
situation. I think you plus Liliana here. No, you definitely do not. I lied. He has a Gavany Township. I would not want to go to 1. He's thinking about it though. Actually, plus he wouldn't be bad just to guarantee that last card is gone. I don't know. I think I would personally, I lied. I would personally plus Liliana here to guarantee not to get Thragtusk next turn, like he drew it. Yeah, he's going to do that. A +1, it was a land here.
All right. Zagana going to get in. We're going to show you guys that Prime Speaker Zagana and a Restoration Angel.
Oh, we're going to draw a lot more cards here.
So this is one of the nicer interactions with Prime Speaker Zagana.
This is a much better one here.
Swing in, blink, draw 3. There you see Prime Speaker Zagana. Just a 1/1 for 6, which seems awful. But it draws cards when it enters the battlefield. That's the big one. Draws cards equal to its power. Its power happens to be 1 plus the greatest power among creatures you control. So Restoration Angel makes that 3. That's
all right. I think what's going to happen here, he's going to untap, he's going to kill both his creatures. We lost the gamble here. If he would have edicted him, Chi-Ho-Yim would have avoided that Resto Angel travesty.
But he still manages to clear the board with Dreadbore and Liliana.
Fistful of creatures now. I see another Angel, I see a Thragtusk, I see a Serenity Angel, and I see a Prime Speaker.
Angel of Serenity will come down and join the party, and looks like he's going to get another Angel of Serenity, a Loxodon Smiter.
I think at this point the game is...
And it goes with the Restoration Angel. Quite a variety of cards.
Any kind of removal spell will result in
Adam's hand being packed with more guys.
What Chi-Ho-Yim doesn't know, it's already packed, and Adam didn't even need that Angel.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what I would do here. I would definitely.
Is he going to trade Liliana for the Angel? And
I don't
think
so. I think we plus it here because his hand is just full of clutter here.
Adam taking a look. What did I remove? It was Loxodon Smiter, Angel of Serenity, and Restoration Angel.
That's got to be scary for Chi-Ho-Yim when you discard a Restoration Angel. That means his hand is absurd.
So Sever the Bloodline takes out the Angel of Serenity. He had to do that, otherwise he just loses. He needed to remove the Angel, even if it's going to give Adam back 3 cards.
I agree, and I think that he has another Angel, but I wouldn't play that. I think I'd go Thragtusk, Arbor Elf, or whatever the elf is.
Just to have Liliana fodder?
Yep, and next turn you get to Resto Angel, and he's going to do that. He read my mind.
Exactly with what you said. Thragtusk, Arbor Elf. And it's going to pass back. Liliana is going to have very little effect unless Chi-Ho-Yim has another answer for one of the creatures. And Olivia would be a nice answer if he had some more lands.
About 100 land to play would be good, right?
He's got double Olivia, Huntmaster, and Thragtusk. Is that?
Yep.
Looks like it. So He gets rid of the Arbor Elf with the Liana, plays a Huntmaster of the Fells
He's dead because he has Angel of Serenity, and that's game over. Remove your blockers, kill you.
Yep, Angel of Serenity. And we're going to game 3 here between Adam, Prosak, and Chi-Hoi Yim in round 2 of the StarCityGames.com Open Series, coming to you guys live from Indianapolis, where these are just 2 of the 774 players that showed up to play.
It's only 11 rounds, right?
So it's only 11 rounds.
It's
nothing compared to Grand Prix Charlotte. Which is, that was the last tournament I did commentary on. And apparently, we'll see what happens next weekend. Is SCGGC.
Yep.
That was a previous record holder of the largest Star City Open of all time. I did commentary on that event. I will be in DC doing commentary next week, so let's see if we can beat Indianapolis. This is a shout out to all you East Coasters.
We already have one player guaranteed going. That's myself.
All right. We've got one. Shaheen will be there, and if only one other person shows up, it's you guys in the finals.
There we go. I love the Open Series. I think players like Adam, Prosak, and Chi-Hoi, players like me that don't have the time to grind Pro Tour qualifiers and try to qualify, have so many opportunities to go out and do well in Magic. And I think all you guys listening, you should really, if you haven't been to an Open, really go there. It's an experience. It's tons of rounds of Magic, which you don't get in your local area. It's competitive. There's lots of money to be had. Even a top 32 finish gets you money. I mean, it's just good money.
It's a ton of fun. Trading.
Yeah, trading. There are artists here.
Ton of players from different, from the further out than your local area. So
right.
Tons of people to trade with.
You mentioned
the artists. A lot of times we'll have actual card artists like Eric Deschamps is at a lot of events. Just different Magic artists, and then we have altarists.
And you have Legacy, which you can't get really anywhere else. And Legacy, if you've heard me rant over the last few years, I used to hate it and loathe it, and now, after again an unbiased opinion change because of invitational records I've had in Legacy, I love Legacy now.
Yeah,
Legacy is great. I think people, like I talked about earlier, people that love Legacy, this is the place to be. So.
Yeah, I would say Legacy is my favorite constructed format, but I think the actual way it goes is Standard is my favorite if it's healthy. If not, Legacy is a close second. So if Standard's not healthy, if there's not like a deck that I love playing in Standard, then Legacy tends to be my favorite
Legacy,
format.
yeah, and I agree with you completely. It's my second favorite constructed format. Obviously, I'm a limited connoisseur as well.
Sure.
So it goes for me definitely Standard, Draft, and then Legacy. But before Legacy was after staring at paint dry. So.
Yeah, it's certainly not that way after doing doing a lot of commentary, watching a lot of coverage.
It's exciting.
It's a lot
it
of
really
fun
is
to
exciting.
watch,
And I was one of those. I'm not going to try that new food. And once you try, you're like, oh, this is delicious.
What have I been missing?
Yeah.
All right, so we're underway here in Game 3. Both players lead on a shock land, although Adams comes into play untapped and an Arbor Elf.
Chi-Hoi Yim's hand, much better than the last one. Now, you don't have Farseek, but he has lands and he's got spells, it looks like.
It's like I saw a Huntmaster, I didn't see what else.
I think I saw another Rakdos Return. Yeah, I saw the red card. And honestly, when you have Rakdos Return in your hand, you got to feel good. Yeah, for real good.
Rakdos Return and lands, and you know you're facing a deck that's not super fast.
Right.
So you're likely to get an opportunity to cast
too.
that Rakdos Return. And Farseek from Adam. Chi-Hoi Yim draws Tragic Slip, has Bonfire the Damned, Huntmaster, and Rakdos Return as his spells.
I think, do you Bonfire here for one? I hate that card sitting in my hand. I don't know if we wait.
You're supposed to brainstorm it back on top of your wrong format.
Yeah, wrong format. Yeah, we're in trouble. I think you Bonfire here for one because Bonfire is pretty trash against this deck later on once they get all those huge creatures out. And
that's what he does. Bonfire for one. It's just he basically just murdered the Arbor Elf.
Right. Did a little stinger to him.
Yeah. He's a murder gut shot combo.
He drew a fourth land. Yeah, he has 5 land now, so that's good. And we'll go over the Huntmaster. Oh, Syncopate. All right, so he cannot remove Simian Spirit Guide. He did it for 3. Just in case. It's funny
for Adam.
It's funny I mentioned no one's playing Thraxus anymore. Now we have Thraxus Mirror here, but
it's still a great card. It's still one of the top cards of the format. I don't know.
I'd agree completely. Here's your hand.
There's the Rakdos return. So nice Thragtusk. Let's dump out what else you've got
Angel.
here. Oblivion Ring and a Sun Petal Grove.
Okay.
So Adam in top deck mode draws his card, swings with the Thragtusk, and
Not bad, not bad.
Loxodon Smiter off the top. So
Oh,
Thragtusk for Chihoyim is going to get back that 5 he just lost from Adam's Thragtusk.
what's going to happen here is he's going to take. He's going to. I think he block here, and then you definitely block the Smiter here. And then we're going to untap him. And if we draw a land, you get to play Garrett with Tragic Slip Open. Draw +1 it, have Slip Open to block, and then kill his remaining creature, whatever he has out left. That's my plan anyway. I've already calculated it for him.
Yeah, looks like. Well, he just drew Keswick
Oh, he
Wolf
only has.
Run.
Yeah, he has the Overgrown Tomb's hiding. Go find it. There it is.
Yeah, so there's a Garrick, and he's going to make a beast.
Here's why this matchup's so bad, because you get Rapture's Return, so whatever cards you had to answer these Garricks, you don't have any.
Yeah, I believe in Adam's hand is an Angel of Serenity.
I think we attack here, Chihoyev, because holding 2 guys back is irrelevant. The only thing Adam could draw is his last Oblivion Ring.
So Beast gets in. Adam draws 2 cards in hand. Not sure what they are. I believe one of them is Angel of Serenity. I thought it might have been Restoration Angel, but I'm less confident in that. So
I think we definitely slipped the Thragtusk here while he's tapped out. You don't want, you don't want to have that. You don't want to have an Angel, Restoration Angel being drawn with Thragtusk. That creates a mini army in a box there.
So Adam swung in with his first Thragtusk, which Chihoy blocked with his untapped Beast, and Adam gets a new Beast, plays a new Thragtusk, which just gets Tragic Slipped by Chihoyim. So Adam is left with 2 Beasts to Chihoyim's.
No, put them back.
There we go, Beast.
Oh, there we go. So what we're gonna do here is we definitely use. Oh, we drew Slaughter Games. I don't think you cast Slaughter Games here. I think you Wolf Run your Beast. Oh wait, I realized I would actually be a little safer. I guess you thought Hemorrhage here, or if you not thought Hemorrhage.
Thought Hemorrhage kind of like Slaughter Games.
Slaughter
I'm just
Games,
gonna go
yeah.
with Slaughter Games.
The reason why
And it's Angel of Serenity, so he hits the card in Adam's hand.
That's the only card threatening in this deck besides the Prime Speaker, which is only threatening because you draw Angel of Serenity after you play it. So.
Chihoy, I'm taking a look at what exactly he's
he knows he has
facing. In Adam's deck.
1 out in his deck. He sees the 1 O-ring. Oh no, and he's got the Garricks themselves. So that's all Chihoy has to dodge: are Garricks and the O-ring.
And attacking creatures.
Right. Yeah. I think he has a Dreadborn Ham and infinite production of beasts at this point. So as long as the creature's not hasty there, we should be okay.
I'll be honest, Chihoyim's deck is making me want to play Jund.
It's a good deck. I honestly, like I said, if I wasn't playing Islands, I played a ramp deck when Fae was around, when Control was unplayable. Mm-hmm. I played a ramp deck that had a Broodmate Dragon, and it was Jund colors, and it was pretty fun. Garrick's, other Garrick, the first Garrick.
I've been wanting to beef up my experience with creature combat, considering I'm usually just wiping them off the board rather than actually attacking. So the Dreadbore takes out one of Adam's beasts.
He drew it.
And Adam 1-outers, well not 1-outers,
yeah,
but
really
few outers. The
Luckily Chihoy has a Wolf Run, so this is still not going to be super good for him.
Draws a land.
He should calculate the damage before he plays an untap to see if the Wolf Running of that makes it lethal in a shorter period. You definitely play it because Adam can't do burst damage, and you definitely attack with both.
All right, so both beasts coming in, and
why did Adam not block? Oh, there we go.
He did block.
He's saying, he's pumping the one he didn't block.
Yeah, and Keswick Wolf Run pumps the beast, and Adam plays a Sun Petal Grove and passes back. So both players empty-handed, but Chihoyim with a beast and a Keswick Wolf Run in play, and that's it. Chihoyim takes the match. Third game on the back of a beast and a Keswick Wolf Run.